Hello and welcome to another peripheral special edition of Mobile Monday, the article from GodIsAGeek.com that tells you all about what apps you should be buying for your iOS device, Android, PlayStation Mobile, Nintendo 3DS via the eStore, things like that. I'm Martin Baker, Deputy Editor of God is a Geek, and what I have today for you is from a company called AppToys, who, as you can imagine from the name of the company, make apps and make toys. And the first one that we're going to have a look at, there is another one lower down in this little article, but the first one that we're going to be looking at is a little remote control car called AppRacer. And as you can imagine from the name of the toy, there is an app associated with it, which you can see just underneath this video. But I'm just going to show you the toy itself, because I've written a full thing about the application. Just go read that. This is the toy. It's a typical remote control car, so you've got your suspension and everything like that. Typical thing that you'd find on a remote control car that you buy out of the shops now, except that this one, instead of coming with a remote control like you'd expect from those ones that you get from the shop, like everybody's seen a remote control car with a controller, but not many of you will have seen a remote control car that runs via an app. So what happens? You charge this thing up using the provided charge cable. It's a little USB charge cable that you get. The weird thing about this, I'm not sure if it's going to be able to be shown on the camera here, but the other end of it, one end's a USB, which is fairly standard, but the other end is it's like an electronical connector that you'd find if you make electronic components. It's a really small, similar to what you'd find on a motherboard, but very, very small, which kind of makes me a bit dubious as to how long this thing will last. If the bottom of the car had a USB thing, USB has been proven to be fairly sturdy, fairly solid. So if you were sticking a USB into the bottom of the car, you'd feel okay with that. This little tiny connector always makes me feel a little bit dubious about it. I mean, it works perfectly fine, but for how long? Don't know. You also get, I'll show you this now, the little transmitter. This is what you stick to your iOS device. Connects via a little 3.5mm jack to the headphone jack on your iOS device and transmits the signal from the top of it. I'm assuming with it connecting via the headphone socket that it's some kind of audio signal that it sends to the car to tell it to go forwards, backwards, left, right, and all the other functionality. Don't know. I'm guessing it goes through the headphone jack, so it seems a logical conclusion to me. You get your normal on-off switch. You probably can't see it. Can you see the light going on and off? You can kind of see the light going on and off. So yeah, there is an indicator on there to tell you whether you've left it on, which is something that you don't want to do, because if it runs out of battery, you've got to stick the weird charger thing in it again, and the less times you have to do that, the better, because it's just weird. 6 suction cups on the back is what will connect it to your iOS device. I was a little bit scared of these as well at first. It's not a cheap bit of kit, especially with the iOS device. This is my iPod Touch, but you don't have to be scared about this, to be honest, because a quick push and it's on there now, and it's not coming off very easily. There we go. You kind of have to angle it off. If you try and pull it off straight, you're going to be putting more pressure on it than you really need to do. You do it at an angle, it comes off a little bit easy, but you don't have to be worried about this falling off. It's not going to fall off. So you don't have to worry about that. So that's a transmitter. But yeah, that's it. There's an on-off switch at the bottom of the car. Again, you don't really want to leave this on. You drain your battery, and like I said, this uses the weird little tiny charge cable, so the less times you have to charge it up, the better. There isn't an indicator light on this, so if you leave it on, you're just not going to know about it. So don't. Just check. Just check as often as you can. As soon as you put it away, just check, make sure that it's off, so that you can play again whenever you want to use it. So read the full review of the application. This is just showing you the peripherals themselves. So scroll down a little bit and you'll see the review for the AppRacer application. But that's it. See you later. Bye.